We fixin' to make this town real smoking.
I made this other discovery about the story and it completely blew my mind. It blew my mind in terms of Heihachi, in terms of this stage, in terms of Reina, everything, right? And I just want to share my ideas with you guys, and we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see what you guys think. You have 13 stages, and 3 of them were not in the main story. This one, and this one. So let's start at the beginning with this stage here. This stage here is Secluded Training Ground, and it is Reina's, what we believe to be Reina's dojo. It was shown with her in her trailer. So we're going to look at Heihachi's trailer real quick so we could go a little bit more in detail. This area down here is Heihachi's stage, but then when you go up, you see right there, that's the dojo. That's what I believe. I believe the 2 stages are connected. One is just at the top, and then Heihachi's at the bottom. I believe this statue is this statue. They're the same exact thing. The hand is doing the same motion. You have a drape over the shoulder. It's the same statue, right? Now that we've made that connection, we move on to the next part. This is the same statue, but everything around it is completely destroyed. So that means in the story DLC, this stage gets bodied. Someone blows up this whole entire thing, and it is just like not the same anymore. The last we see of this stage is Lydia fighting that demon spirit, and then all of a sudden it's completely wiped out. Now the question is, how does this area here, right? Look at this area. Look how beautiful it is. How does this beautiful area become this? And then that's when we see the quote-unquote real Heihachi appear. I don't know how Reina fits into all of this because, you know, what they showed us at the end of Tekken 8, it seemed like Reina really was convinced that Heihachi's dead. Like, I'll play the clip again. Where is it? She says, "On my father, I swear I'll..." We assumed she was going to say, "Avenge you. I swear I'll avenge you." But that "owl" could be anything. I will find you. I will help you. I will whatever, right? We just assumed it's "I will avenge you." So I'm glad I brought this up because I was definitely waiting for it to say "avenge you," but it did not. It did not. Maybe she does know about Heihachi's resurrection. Maybe she is a part of it. And then also the thing too with Reina. Reina is very interesting because a lot of people believe that she was created in a laboratory. You have this big discussion about who is her mother. But not only that, how did she get the devil gene? The only way Kazumi could be her mother if Heihachi lied to the journalist about about Kazumi dying and she's still alive. I mean, look at the headline. It literally says it here. Discover Tekken 8 final launch character Reina, the Mishima Polytechnical School student. If you want to say that she's pretending to be a student and she's really 30 years old, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to stop you. But I also don't know where the whole 30-year-old thing came from. People say things as in, it's like, where are you getting this information from? And when I say where are you getting this information from, they don't provide no evidence. Reina's 30 years old, that's it. Like, where did you get that from? Where did you get 30 years old? And there's people who are saying it here too. There's like a lot of people who says it. Like, where did you get that information from? The Dono says, is Azazel confirmed dead? If so, is this... So, also the thing... Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Reina, for some reason, has the devil gene. And I want to bring up this thing here that potentially can explain why the devil gene still exists. So, Tekken 8 showed us that the devil gene was basically getting destroyed. We lost the devil powers, so we're nothing but a couple of humans now on. That was Jin's goal, to get rid of the devil gene. Did that wipe away Azazel altogether, or did it simply did it take them out of the equation? And here's why I think, like, the devil gene maybe still can exist. This is when we bring up Leo's, right? So Leo's doing some cave exploration with her father. We don't know if this is canon, but the ideas that it presents is very interesting. This crystal right here, it's definitely somehow related to Azazel. When Jin Kazama did his, Kamehameha and clapped Kazuya's cheeks, did that also destroy this? Because this is obviously somehow connected to Azazel. Azazel. And for those of you who don't know, Azazel exists in every single devil gene related thing. Anything that's a devil gene, he can survive through that. It's his spirit. So this little plant here would be a part of him, his spirit, his devil gene. And also the fact that you have these two explorers going and retrieving a piece of this, you can definitely have Heihachi and Reina also discovering this. And they take it back to their lab and they create, like, just how he snatched a piece off of it, right? You can also have them snatch a piece off of it, do some research, and then apply that to Reina. They can definitely do that. I think the fact that Tekken showed us this crystal was not unintentional. It was definitely intentional, and I would not be surprised if this is how Reina gets her devil gene. Honestly, it's the only way forward I see. Her being Kazumi's mother doesn't match up with the timeline. That's not how time works. Either Kazumi turns evil and they have another kid, or she's really dead and Reina gets the devil gene from somewhere else. I mean, this is the side-by-side comparison with their face, right? You have Kazumi plastered over Reina, right? So you can make the comparison yourself on whether or not you think the two characters look similar. But I think the fact that Tekken shows us this crystal is very much intentional, and they're going to do something with it sooner rather than later. And look at this ball. This ball was always so confusing to me as well. What you would imagine a normal boulder running. Look at her face. Hey, yo. You would imagine a normal boulder rolling down and chasing these guys. But you have this weird, like, Azazel, like, crystal coming after them. That's literally like a Azazel, like, egg. If I didn't know any better, I would think that's like Azazel's, like, you know, egg. It's going to hatch and there's going to be another one inside of it, you know? Like, what is that about? So this area right here is this. Yeah, it's the same thing. You can see those two fire plants. They're not lit, but the two fire plants. Oh, wait, actually, you can see the pillars. I thought it was water, but it's not water. It's pillars. You can see the pillars. It's elevated. Heihachi, my father, your legacy shall endure through the ages. Just kidding. Look at what they just did there, right? They just had this, like, weird scenario where Reina was envisioning herself leading Jin, Lara's Lay, beating up Kazuya, and talking about Heihachi's legacy continuing through the ages. And then she snaps back to reality and says, just kidding. And I see that as the way the developers baited us, where Heihachi was dead, and then they was like, just kidding, he's still alive. So it seems like she's kind of going along with that same thing. She's breaking the fourth wall in a way, in a sense. You know, just kidding, he's still alive. Notice the moon is red? Yeah, it's the same red from the trailer. So maybe this stage will make another appearance and it will play another role. So here you have a picture of Nancy. This is the leg. So look at the leg, one spike there, one spike there. Pay attention to that angular motion. You can see the same spike there and also has the angular motion. You have this piece here. This is literally the headpiece. The headpiece. The hand, the hairpiece. The hand, the hairpiece. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. I wonder what they're going to do. There's something on their heads.